Okay, finally with some assistance I've got the camera finally set up and managed to get the pups out of the way this time. Okay, so what we want to be looking at this time is, as you know, I have my notes. I'm not going to pretend that I don't. Is we're going to look at the chest and the arms, including a bit on the shoulders there. Okay, so what I might do is turn this way because I think you might be able to see better. Ah, yes. So, welcome back. It would be really great. It does take a lot for me in technology, so it'd be really great, and I know you're all busy, for some feedback and any questions about any of the moves, because what I can do is concentrate a small session on a particular area that you may not yet have got the hang of. Okay, so remember, I hope now, I know you, those of you who are now in the group, I know that they're varying ages, and some are very small and some are maybe getting a little bit bigger. But baby massage can be done for as long as you're both enjoying it, so don't worry too much either way. And generally, the main thing that will almost always relax a baby of any age or a child of any age are the feet. So if you don't get a child that's willing to have, or baby, the legs fully massaged, you can just massage the feet. So I can do a revision session on that. Okay, so why did we do the legs and the feet? We did the legs and the feet because it's the least invasive. It means very young babies, they're still not aware of these little limbs. You may have some now that have come up for 6 months and a little bit older that can now touch their feet. So that will lead us on to, if you're interested, we can do some baby yoga. So I'm going to move on from that. Tummy, hopefully that's all going well. If you need any revision on that, just message me. We'll put that on the Facebook page. If your baby is sensitive to the movements, you can just do still touch. Remember that. So again, I'm not going to go through the whole sequence because you now know how to do the feet, the legs and the tummy. Okay? So we're going to say we're in the class, we've got through, we started with the feet and legs, moved on to the tummy, and we're about to move on to the chest. What does that do? What does massaging the chest area do for babies? It is very relaxing. It's just a very lovely feeling for them because they've now got used to the touch. Believe it or not, it improves circulation because it pushes oxygen around the body through the blood cells, and it just gets everything moving and flowing, because babies are very fluid and they move a lot anyway, but they're not up and moving like we are yet, so it's quite nice to get that circulation going. So babies will quite often get cold feet and cold hands, and you can't keep them covered up all of the time and all year round, so it doesn't matter what time of year. There's also the hand massage, which is very similar to the feet. Okay, so we're going to start. What it also does is opens up the chest, pushes some nice air through the lungs, and it gives that nice, good, relaxing breathing. Okay, so we're going to start with butterfly wings. Sorry, turning my head away. We're going to start with our butterfly wings. Okay, so remember, always before you start the massage, you're going to ask permission. You're going to check your baby's cues to see if they're going to have that lovely glistening eyes looking at you, and they're giving you eye contact, and they're moving their little arms and legs, and they're doing okay, and they're not crying, because it's not fair for them to be crying. Okay, and you're always going to start with your lovely, it's called a dry massage, but we call it cover of love. Shoulders down to the feet. Give those little feet a little squeeze, let go, and down. done the feet, we've done the legs, we've done the tummy, because you can look back on those. So, you're going to place the palms of your hands gently on their chest. So, the pecs that we've all got. So gently on the chest, hands, they look like lovely angel wings. And we're just going to do circular motions. Circular motions. And that can cover that area there and around the shoulders there, but we're not going on to the shoulders yet. So we're just circular, like a little butterfly. So I had a little butterfly who was my little friend. Up and over and back until he reached the end. So I had a little butterfly who was my little friend. Up and over, you can go over the shoulders, round and back. There we go. Okay, now what I showed you the last time, and you may remember, I don't know if I did, little heart and big heart. So we will touch on that towards the end. I'm trying to keep these as short as possible, but if we're going to do the sequence, it is as long as it is. So I can't change it a great deal to make it shorter. But obviously you don't have to do the whole thing. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do some crisscross. So we're going to start on one shoulder, and you're going to go across the chest to the side of the rib cage. Then you'll swap hands and you go the other side and you go across the chest. And that's a little crisscross. It's a big crisscross. It's a big kiss. So shoulder, cross the chest. So it's like when you have those lovely birthday sash. Shoulder, cross the chest to the rib cage. Shoulder, cross the chest, rib cage. You're not applying lots of pressure. You're just gently sweeping down, sweeping down, sweeping down. Okay? This is a nice crisscross, crisscross, crisscross. Okay. So now what we also have is we're going to go across just under the collarbone there, and we're going to go up and over the little shoulders here. Okay, so don't lift your babies up and I'll show you. You're going to go across, and we're going to go from here up and over, and this is called a little chest prayer. So you can have your hands in this lovely little prayer motion, and we're just going to go across and up and over. Okay, so that's across the chest and up and over. Okay, so thank you for my baby, so sweet. From the top of his head to his little feet. Thank you for the joy they bring. Thank you just for everything. So that's across and up and over. Now the one I want to really show you, they're the textbook, but sometimes babies don't like particularly going across, so I'll teach you some adaptations. So it's what I call little heart, and we massage. We do big heart. Okay, so we start tummy, hips, supporting those hips, thumbs together, hands holding here, the hips, and we just gently with our thumbs go little heart, and then we go up this way, and a great big heart over the shoulders, and we'll just wiggle those little arms to loosen them up. And you can do that 2 or 3 times. Now, one of the other things that is nice to do for the chest area, you're going to do the little heart, big heart, because it covers tummy and chest. So a little heart, it's up, and a big heart, up, over, arms, little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay, so we're going to say that to them. Little heart, big heart, up and over, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Now you'll see my baby's head wiggling. Your babies have got a bit more support, so you don't want them to be flopping all over the place. But the loosening up the shoulders is going to be really helpful for when we're going to open up and stretch up. Okay, so I'm going to try that now. You ready? Okay, so we're going to lean in. We go little heart, big heart. I'm going to go up and see what I'm doing here. Just as I put my hands up, I'm not sitting them up, I'm just showing this to you. Or if your babies do sit up, this is a beautiful massage. So we're massaging with the fingertips and holding with the thumbs just here. Okay, so we're still laying down. We're going to do a whole sequence, and then I'm going to pause, and then I'm going to show you the hand massage. Okay, so ready? I'm going to go little heart, so watch my hands. This is holding the hips, thumbs are doing the work. On the tummy, up towards the rib cage, little heart. And then we go up the chest, round the shoulders, and down the arms, big heart. Okay, and then wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Ready? Ready, so little heart, big, 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 big heart. Pull in, squeeze those little hands, and wiggle, 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 wiggle. We're just loosening up those shoulders so we're not forcing them. So that's what we do with the chest massage. There's not a huge amount to it. Okay, so what you can ask me if you want me to go through these again, just say, send a message, say this particular one I wasn't quite sure about, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to be forcing any limbs. Your baby needs to be flexible. If they are resisting, brilliant, because babies are meant to do that. Okay, so if they are resisting, you go with their direction, not where you think it should go. So if their arms only move this much, that's absolutely fine. So one of the other ones we're going to do, we're going to follow on with little heart, so further sequence, big heart, up, over, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Now we've done that a couple of times. Say you've done it 2 or 3 times and they're okay. So it might be comfortable to be on your knees for this. So you're looking right at them. Remember, good eye contact. Little heart, big heart, up and over. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Hold. And we're going to start. We're going to go clap, 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 stretch. Now they can stretch right out. Those arms can go out. If they only go this far, just stretch that way. Okay? And gently blow, blow, or kiss. And it's okay for them to giggle. It doesn't disrupt anything. Okay? Now what we're going to do is you're going to do that 2 or 3 times, opening up the chest. You're always going to do little heart, big heart, up, over, squeeze, wiggle, in. You can do clap, 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 and stretch. Because by then, they're relaxed enough for you to stretch out. Okay, so we're going little heart, big heart, wiggle, 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 clap, 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 open and stretch, then bring back in, open and stretch. And we can do a little bit of crisscross. We can do crisscross, stretch, crisscross, stretch. By this time, do a little wiggle, hands back in, they're relaxed enough in prep to stretch upwards. Big stretch, 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 big kiss. And arms come down. Okay, I'm going to pause. I'm going to check what I've done and then I'll be back. Okay.